Hey there, welcome to WTF Mortgage. All right, you're a condominium owner and you've had your place for a while. You've been living in there, making your payments on time, no problem. Then all of a sudden you receive this notice in the mail or via email. The notice reads that you need to provide proof of homeowner's insurance. It might read something like your insurance has expired or you just don't have any on file. And you need to provide this proof of insurance or they're going to put their own insurance on there, their force-placed insurance. And their insurance is going to cost a hell of a lot more than any insurance that you would get. So you get this proof of insurance, then you send it in to them, and you get another notice from these arse holes that reads, you still need to provide proof of insurance or they're going to put force place insurance on your condominium by a certain date. All right, so let me tell you what I would do in this scenario. And before I do that, let me give you a little background on why they are doing that. So the history behind this usually is this. You refinanced X number of months ago, or the servicing on your loan was transferred. You know, the servicer, that's the company that is collecting the payments on your mortgage. So the servicing, you know how sometimes that gets transferred, or if this is your first time experiencing this, you'll see how you've noticed that the one company that you're paying, all of a sudden you get the notice in the mail, and then you start paying another company. That might happen. So this these insurance notices typically will happen after that because the first company that you got the loan through, it's no problem. They're taking the payments on time, however long it's been, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, and this doesn't occur until things change. Here's what's happening. The company is trying to reduce their exposure to risk at your expense. These pricks might have thousands of condominiums in their portfolio, and they're afraid that something happens to that condominium. There's not adequate coverage on there. It gets trashed out. The homeowner walks away. They're stuck with it. So what the executive level or upper management does, they push down guidance to the troops in the insurance department to check for some very specific items, very specific wording or very specific number. Even if the coverage is enough, that's not good enough. They want to see their specific wording in there, whatever that is, betterments, improvements, or a particular number. Maybe it's an address. A lot of the condominium insurance companies on the master certificate of insurance won't have the individual unit number on there. Some do, a lot of them do not. But that's okay with servicing companies that have a frickin' brain. The ding-dongs that don't will want to see the individual address on there. So whatever it is, even though you truly do have adequate coverage, they want to reduce that exposure, so they have those specifics. And they tell the troops, if it doesn't fit, try to make them get insurance. That's it. Doesn't fit. Even if you try to reason with them and you know that it's covered on there, but it's not their job to interpret it. Their job is, if they don't see that those specifics on there, make the homeowner get insurance. So that's what's going on with that. Now, let me tell you what I would do or what I have done in that situation, because in addition to being in this industry for 25 years, I also love living in condominiums. I've been a condominium dweller for over 20 years. So let me tell you what I've done in those situations and what my customers have successfully done in those situations. All right. So the first thing that I do is get a copy of the master certificate of insurance or master declaration page and send them a copy of it. And maybe the first place you can go to is your loan paperwork. You can sift through there if you're organized and you have your paperwork on hand, and you'll look at the top of it. You'll see certificate of insurance typically written at the top of this top of it. If you want to see how a sample looks, sorry, I don't have a sample right now to show you, but you can go ahead and Google it, do an image search for it. But it should have a certificate of insurance at the top of it, something like that. And it's usually just one page typically. So don't fret if your loan paperwork is lost or it's packed away somewhere, scattered to the four winds. Don't fret. You can contact the either the homeowners association or the management company. Typically, you want to just reach out directly to the management company. The management company is the entity that will be typically sends you the bill every month. They handle the affairs of the association. So just look on your bill that you get every month, either the physical bill or the email, get the phone number off there from the management company and give them a call. Now, they usually won't have a copy of that on file. Neither will the homeowners association typically. Now, some of the organized homeowners associations might have that on file, maybe some of the smaller ones. And same thing with the management companies. Sometimes they have a department like that that has things like that on file. But typically, the management company is going to give you the contact information of the insurance company that handles the policy for the condominium complex. So whether you get it directly from the homeowners association, which you probably won't be able to do that, or directly from the management company, which you probably won't be able to do that, you can go ahead and get that from the insurance company. And you get the insurance company information either directly from the homeowners association contact or from the management company. Now, before I tell you what I do with the insurance company, there's one more last resort. If for some strange reason you can't get the information of the insurance company, which I highly doubt that, you can contact, if you kept the escrow company's information, that's a company that typically sends out the notary to your house when you're signing the loan documents. They handle all the affairs of every party involved in the transaction. That escrow company, they would typically have a copy of that on file also. But usually, you're going to get the contact information of the insurance company. They'll have that. Contact the insurance company. So when you contact the insurance company, you get that, and then send it into the servicing company. Either however they want to do it, either send it by fax, by email, upload it into their online portal, or shove it up there. No, not that one. Upload it. Now, whatever you do, whichever way you do it, what you want to do is follow up on that and make sure they receive that. If you upload it somewhere, just make sure you give them adequate time. It might take 24 to 48 hours before it shows up in their system. Call the number up. They should have the number to the insurance department on that notice that you received. Call them up, make sure they received it. So you call them up, you're talking to them, and they tell you, no, this is not adequate. It's not enough coverage. That's what a lot of people get sometimes. So let me tell you what you do from that point. Okay, so they told you that you still need to provide insurance. What you sent them, the boneheads was not enough, and that's because what I told you a few minutes back in the first part, that it doesn't have the specific information they're looking on it. So at that time, from that rep, get the specifics. If it's whatever it is, and not some type of glossed over explanation, verbatim. I want you to just get exactly what they want to see. Whatever it is, letter by letter, word for word, number for number. If it's a number amount they want to see, get that exact number or numbers. If this particular wording they want to see, get the exact words they want. Preferably get them to email it to you, but they might not do that. That might take too long. But so if you get it over the phone, write it down. Make sure you get exactly what it is. If they say it fast, ask them to, please slow down, idiot. I'm writing this down. So get it all written down, word for word. Read it back to them to make sure that that's exactly what they want. Okay. Then the next part I do is contact the insurance company and let the insurance company know what's going on And here is exactly what the servicing company wants to see. So here's the good news. It sounds like a whole long drawn out thing possibly, but the insurance company has probably run into this hundreds of times. And before you get the words out of your mouth, they probably already know what's going on, because these large servicing companies have harassed that do this type of thing, have harassed so many people. Chances are the insurance company already knows. And so what the insurance company would probably do are a couple things. Either tell you the information verbally. If you want to try verbal, chances are it's not going to work. And call back the company, the servicing company, and tell them, hey, idiots, the insurance company told me that, yes, everything is covered, the contents, replacement coverage is there, whatever it is. Whatever they want to see, or dollar amount is covered to a certain point. But chances are you're going to have to get that in writing. So the insurance company, they're typically happy to do that. Either send you something, maybe an email that clarifies if it's a particular wording that they want on there. The insurance company will know what that wording is about, and maybe the rep will put something out in email. This is what I had done one time. They put it in email format and shot it over to me to show the ding dong servicing company that yes, the coverage is there. In another situation, I had they wanted something actually changed on there. They wanted a certain wording. The insurance company, again, their experience with that, they were happy to add whatever wording to the certificate of insurance that the ding dong idiots want on there. And again, I'm calling them ding dong idiots because you actually do in 99.99999% of the cases, you have enough coverage, like I mentioned earlier. It's just these nice people want to see something specific on there. So it's not that you don't have enough coverage, it's just they want to see that specific thing. So anyway, you get that, get the insurance company to either add that to the policy or send you some correspondence showing that that coverage that they're concerned about is enough, and the ding dong idiots, that should suffice for the ding dong idiots, and then the issue will be done. So again, just to summarize, first thing I do is just send them a copy of that certificate of insurance, getting it by one of the ways I mentioned earlier. If they still balk at the certificate of insurance, contact that insurance department of the servicer and get the exact number or exact wording of what they want to see. Then contact the insurance company, let them know, either get correspondence from the insurance company or get the insurance company to add that wording to the policy, if maybe that's something they'll just do right off the bat, and then send that to the servicing idiots so they can stop harassing you about the forced placed insurance. Now, before I go, I will say one more thing about the insurance, or one thing about having your own insurance. So there's nothing wrong with the insurance. So what I'm talking about here is nothing about insurance. It's about the ding dong idiots requiring or making people pay for something that they don't need. Now, that being said, there are situations where having that extra coverage will benefit condominium homeowners. Yes. So, the insurance is not all bad. And usually it's pretty reasonably priced. I mean, I've seen this insurance anywhere between high 200s. Obviously things are going to vary. High 200s to $400 a year for this additional insurance, and you actually might have certain special upgrades, expensive special upgrades to your condominium, or certain types of valuables inside your condominium, whatever it is, something like that, expensive upgrades or valuables that aren't covered on there, and you might want to have that additional coverage. But that's not for the jackhole idiot servicer to determine. That's for you to determine if you need that type of insurance, or between you and your insurance professional to determine that, or between you and your attorney to determine if you need that insurance, not those arch holes. Okay, so I just wanted to mention that about the insurance. It's not all bad on the insurance, but you need to get it on your terms. Okay, so hope that helped. If you've run across that situation, if you haven't run across that situation, well, now you can be prepared if that happens. So drop any questions that you might have in the comment section, because others might benefit from your question. I'll answer that pretty quickly. Thanks. Hope this helped, and I'll see you on the next one.